Hey guys, so I need to talk something out for 1 second because I'm really upset and I don't really know what to do with my feelings about how upset I am. So as you guys can see, we are in our Hamilton house, and as you guys know, we renovated it last year because we wanted to make it nice for our family, and then Alex ended up getting switched to, well, I mean, he got laid off from one job and he got moved to another job, and the job was too far away from our house to live in it, and so we ended up renting out our house. Now, what happens when we rented out our house is that I was actually just out one day for a walk and somebody phoned me and she said that she was looking for a house for a very large family. The family is Syrian refugees, they don't have anything, they don't have anywhere to go, and they're having a really hard time finding somewhere to rent. So we let the family come and rent our house. And this was a family of 11, 2 parents and 9 children between the ages of 2 and 14. They rented the house from September 29th until March the 15th, and right before we went on a road trip, we got a call from kind of like a person who like works with a mission thing that helps refugees to assimilate into the country. And since they can't speak to us because they didn't speak English, this woman from the mission called and she said, you know, they really need to move out. They really like living there, and they think you're awesome people. It's just that they need to move closer to blank. And I'm not gonna say, just in case anyone finds out who they are, and I don't want, you know, to share their personal information, but basically they needed to move out of our house for a certain reason. And so we said, yeah, that's no problem. If they need to, they need to. And so we let them sign papers saying that they were gonna break the lease early. Fast forward to March 15th. So they've been living in the house for October, November, December, January, February, and half of March. 5.5 months this family lived in our house. And in 5.5 months, they wrecked everything. I've been posting about it on Facebook and I've shared multiple pictures, and so I can't show you guys everything now because as you can see, we've been fixing things as we go along. But to give you an example, there is the fireplace, it's all drawn on. Every single wall in the house was drawn on when we came to the house. He just let his kids run wild. This wall was completely destroyed. That wall was completely destroyed. The carpet was disgusting. The floors actually were in good condition, which is shocking, but the tile floor in the bathroom somehow escaped that. They broke all the light fixtures. As you can see, the glass is missing from there. This brand new cabinet, brand new, that we put in right before they moved in, and they broke it, of course, because why not? The bathtub, they broke, and then he tried to like silicone it back together. There's just like a bunch of dirty silicone there. Oh yeah, we said no smoking in the house because he was a smoker, but of course the house smelled like smoke, and there are little burns all over the place, which I'm sure he's gonna try and blame on something else. This, God knows what happened here, but that's broken, so I guess someone kicked in the door. The kids' room. When we came in, there were mattresses laid all the way across the room, because all 9 children slept on 2 mattresses on the floor in this room. This we can't patch up. We actually have to like cut it out and fix it, but he thought that a good adequate way of fixing what his children did was to fill it with a bunch of silicone to make it even worse, because now we have to hack that out too. Also, they didn't clean when they moved out, and so as you can see in the room where the bed was, the baseboard all the way around is absolutely filthy. Like, I don't even understand how they had children sleeping in this room. So there you go, you can see that that light is broken too, and the fan is bent. And then when we go upstairs, they didn't really use this space, and Alex and I have already painted it because the walls were all drawn all over. Like, I can't believe that this guy just let his kids draw on everything. Look, there on the windowsill, more drawing. And like, when we confronted him about it, when we said like, look at this, look at this, look at this, he just kept saying, kids, kids, as if like, children just naturally draw on walls, and you should do nothing to rectify that when you move out of a house that you're renting. I didn't show you guys the best part. So there's the window, broken. Every single window screen in this house is broken. There's the one for our children's room, the one that prevents them from falling out the window, ripped open. In this room, the window screen, broken. This door also seems to have been kicked open because it's broken as well. Oh look, another window screen, broken. And so here is the most hurtful part. When they moved in, the woman who was translating for them, she said, please, this family just came to the country and they have nothing. So anything that you can lend them to help them out would be appreciated. And I said, you know what? We're moving in with my dad right now. We don't know what our next step is gonna be. We will lend you most of our furniture. Like, we lent them dining room table, chairs, bedside tables, that cabinet in the kitchen. This is not something that people do standard when they're renting a house out. This is stuff that we did because we honestly felt bad for this family, and we said, you know what? We would like to help them out. And we honestly tried. See this TV? This is our own TV. And we left it in the house for them so that they can use it. And let me tell you, other than this TV and that window screen, those are the only things in the house that didn't get broken. Here's the cabinet that I just painted and refinished right before they moved in. Oh, look, every handle on the cabinet is broken and falling off. They burned something into the top of the cabinet. Their kids have drawn on the cabinet. There's another piece of furniture we left them. Kids have drawn on it, cigarette ashes all over it, because of course, why would you not smoke in a house that people asked you not to smoke in? Broke the thing off the door. There's our screen door. And now here is my favorite part. The best thing that I found in the whole house, and actually probably the cheapest thing to fix, but the most hurtful thing, is that they said, please, we have no toys for our children, so any toys that you can leave us would be appreciated. So we left them this car, which we got James when he was 9 months old. His kids spray painted it and ripped every single piece off of it. That's what you do with something that people lend you because your kids don't have anything. A footstool, broken. Our tent that we had up in the backyard so the kids could play under it, broken. All of our chairs and the table that they told us that they needed. What that is, I don't know. Obviously they were scratching something, it caught on the edge of here and ripped something off the table. And if you flip it over, you can see what it's supposed to look like when you take a leg off the table properly. And then what it looks like when you rip a leg off of the table. And there's that. The children's tent, destroyed. Because why not, right? Because we're landlords, so we're probably filthy rich and none of our shit matters. Also, a bunch of garbage that they left behind because we can just pay to throw it all out, right? Broken children's toys, chairs that don't belong to us, a bunch of other like pieces of tables that don't belong to us, some dirty blankets. Oh, there's another piece to my child's car, which has also, yep, that's been spray painted too. This was filled with children's toys. It was filled with outdoor toys for children. All of our stuff is gone, and what's in here is a bunch of broken stuff. I am making this video in anger and in shock, and I'm very upset, and I don't know what to do with my feelings. And so if anyone could tell me how to go about living my life when all that I try and do all the time is help people, and every time I try and help people, all that I get is shit on. The second thing that I need to say is that yes, I did say in this video that it was refugees that rented the house, and yes, I did explain to you guys all that they had a sob story, and that's the reason why we lent them everything, and that's, you know, whatever else. But what I want to explain very, very clearly in this video is that is not the reason that they wrecked our house. And as angry as I am, and as much as I hate them right now, I want to say that I've seen a lot of things underneath my Facebook posts and underneath my Instagram posts talking about how we shouldn't have rented the house to refugees. And I've heard a lot of our friends tell us that this is what happens when you rent a house to refugees. And so, as angry as I am, what I want to say is that anyone could have done this. And that when our last house was wrecked by a white family, nobody said, this is why you don't rent to a white family. So please guys, please understand. And as absolutely shitty as those people are, it's not because they came from somewhere else. And so I don't want to hear that underneath any of my Facebook posts anymore. I don't want to hear my friends saying that. I don't want to hear any of that. Because I guarantee you that you sitting at the computer as an Asian person, a black person, a white person, whatever you are, you know people who would treat a rental house like this. And so to say it's because they were refugees is shitty. And it sucks. And it breaks my heart. Honestly, guys, it breaks my heart that this happened and that people knew that they were refugees, because now people think that they have an excuse to go and spew racist hatred. And I don't want that to happen. The fact that they wrecked our house has nothing to do with them being refugees. So please, please, please don't comment anything like that on my posts anymore.